Okay, now, the story of Battle Los Angeles is something that I don't really want to linger on too much because there's not much of a story here. It's pretty much a ragtag team of Marines go out, try to save a whole bunch of civilians, and go and stop aliens. That's really the story, but I'm going to explain it a little bit more than that. Aaron Eckhart's character, who is the main character, Staff Sergeant Michael Nance, is pretty much about to retire. He's almost done, really. He's getting too old for this stuff. He can't keep up with all the other soldiers. He's just saying, you know what, I'm done. And of course, right before that, he gets called into duty to go and evacuate the city because a whole bunch of meteors are coming down. And guess what? And you guessed it, the meteors are actually aliens. And the aliens come down and try to invade us, take our materials. And of course, Aaron Eckhart's like, I'm badass. I was Two-Face. You ain't doing that. And of course, him and his ragtag team of soldiers go out and try to actually save as many civilians as they can, but then halfway through they're like, you know what, we have to stop these things. Stop them somehow, some way. Of course, they don't think they can stop a whole freaking alien force, but they have to stop something somehow, and I won't spoil what they try to go and stop, and I won't even spoil if they do stop it. But I'll say right here, the story's not great. I mean, it's not amazing at all, but hey, it's serviceable, and I do actually kind of like the characters. I know a lot of people are like, there's no character development. I did feel for some of these characters. Alright, it was kind of cliched in a way, but I did like the story. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. So let's go on to the acting. Okay, now the acting in the film, I'm going to say it right here. I actually did like the acting in the film. I know a lot of people don't like it, and mostly critics that just have a hair up their ass and think everything has to be fucking The Social Network. But, I thought that acting was really, really good. Aaron Eckhart plays the main character, and you definitely feel for this character. Something happened in his past that you're like, okay, of course he's going to redeem himself somehow, some way throughout the movie, and it's very cliche because there was something that happened before. Is he going to redeem himself throughout the film? I don't know. And I did like his character besides that because it's Aaron Eckhart, and I love Aaron Eckhart. But he was great. I'm just gonna say it. He was great. Raymond Rodriguez, who many people remember from Transformers 2, and he played Shia LaBeouf's buddy that followed him everywhere he went for no freaking reason. He was terrible in that film. He was actually pretty good in this. Michelle Rodriguez plays, of course, the badass soldier chick, and she plays that in every freaking film. So whatever, she's pretty good in this too because she doesn't really stretch far in her acting career. But whatever, she was good. I don't think she's terrible at all ever. But so yeah, she was really good in this. I thought for what she was supposed to be. Neo, the R&B singer's in this. He's not in it so much. So if you hate rap or R&B like I do, then don't worry about it. But he's actually not that bad in this for the moments he's on the screen. Bridget Monahan's in the film. She's very, very short role. She does okay. Michael Pena plays a short role, and he's okay too. So just overall, the acting is either from good to okay. So I would just say overall, the acting is good. So yeah, I would give the acting an 8 out of 10. So let's go on to the visuals and action. I'm going to mix both of those up. Okay, now the visuals and action of the film. I'm going to talk about the visuals first. The visuals, the special effects, the CGI looked amazing. I really did think so. The way the aliens looked, all the designs looked really, really good. I like that in the beginning they didn't really show the aliens, then later on they showed them, and the big reveal was like, it wasn't like, oh, look at this epic reveal. It was like really just like one soldier roaming around, just one alien pops up, and it was just like, that was really cool. I really thought the designs on the aliens was really, really cool. The budget in this film was only $100 million, so how they did some of these epic shots of scenery with all these spaceships roaming around with all these aliens just blowing shit up, I don't know, because if you think about it, $100 million was half of the budget of Terminator Salvation, which I didn't think showed all that much because Terminator Salvation was pretty much after the war. So this is beginning of the war, and this was just badass. I thought the visuals just were amazing, and the action also was really awesome. I thought it was very intense, very good, and much better than some other movies that came out in the last couple of years, like Transformers 2, which I couldn't tell what the hell was going on. And in this film, I knew what was going on. Sometimes I got confused with some soldiers because they're all wearing the same gear. Like, one guy would get killed, and you're like, who the hell is that? You couldn't tell because they're all wearing the same gear. So I I wouldn't call that a negative because they're all wearing the same gear. It's not like they're all just going to go out in different freaking rainbow colors so you can tell who the hell's who. But, overall, I thought the visuals were amazing and the action was very, very good and very suspenseful. And overall, I'm just going to give it a 10 out of 10 for visuals and action. I know many people are like, what? You're crazy. Well, guess what? I really enjoyed the hell out of the action and the visuals were amazing. For a $100 million budget, this makes Skyline, which was only a $10 million budget, look like shit, really, in comparison. And I know Skyline was made by the guys that did the visual effects for this film, but still, that movie was shit. I don't care. Anyway, yeah, and let's go on to the entertainment, and we'll be done. Okay, now the entertainment of the film, I know many people are going to say, yo, you like the action and the visuals, of course you're going to be entertained by the film. I'm going to say right here, you are correct. I was very entertained by this film. This film was not a disappointment for that. I'm going to say right here, though, there was a couple scenes that were kind of slow and a little boring, mostly with the dialogue. The dialogue was not great at all, and sometimes it really bogged down the movie. And I was hoping there was going to be a cool-ass action scene with a bunch of awesome special effects right after the scene. And luckily there was. So it really did kind of make up for that, but it still didn't really make up for that because the scenes are still there. This would be perfect on DVD because you could skip those scenes, but I don't think the movie's going to have the same effect that it does in the theaters because really there's a lot of great sound design here and freaking big ass freaking special effects that look great on a big screen and on like a 24 to 32 inch screen. Yeah, hell, it would still look good, but of course, this is a theater film. And I thought the entertainment, it was very entertaining. I'm just going to give it a 9 out of 10. And overall, I thought the film was not a disappointment. Many critics are hating on it, but hell, I really enjoyed it. I gave the entertainment a 9 out of 10. Everything else, if you combine all my scores, 7 for story, 8 for acting, 10 for visuals and action, and a 9 for entertainment, that would give you a 34 out of 40. I just did that right straight in my head. Yeah. So overall, I thought the movie was a hell of a good time. Go check it out. It has to be better than Red Riding Hood. So anyway, there you go. Check out the film. Hope you liked the review. If you didn't, I don't care. Anyway, thank you and goodbye.